Hello, TCI family, Jonathan's Refuge, and all of our faithful followers and friends. I am going to jump right into the message this week. I bring you love, joy, peace, and happiness. Happy late Thanksgiving from the last few weeks. Merry Christmas for the upcoming. Happy holidays. It's Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything else that's coming out there. All the exciting things that we do. I was raised celebrating Christmas, and I will continue to have that Christmas spirit. So, Merry Christmas to you all. And to all, a good life. We're going to talk for a minute about a word. I'm coming to you from the boat, and the word is thanks. We're going to look at the word. We're going to take it and tear it apart. T.H.A.N.K.S. Thanks. What does it mean? I call it a magic word. What is it? What does that mean? A magic word. Does it manifest things? Can it fly me through the wall so that I can take money from a vault? Will it allow me to see into your mind so I know if you're going to buy or not buy or what you want to buy so that I can sell it to you? What does the word mean when I say it's magic? It's magical. You know, so often I get asked only in privacy this question. Could you tell me how to become successful? And I look at them and say, it's real simple. And no one ever believes me. No one does. And that's okay. You see, I started my journey at 6 years old. Most people don't even start the journey of understanding their life and what they're here to do until they're in their 30s. That's what I'm seeing nowadays. Their 20s are this wild thing. They don't care because, well, they can fly home to mommy and daddy when it all makes mistakes because that's the generation that you have created. I was 6, and I spent my summers. And so I know some people send me letters and emails saying, well, they were cruel. They were not cruel. I had an amazing life, like any other person, had beautiful experiences, painful experiences, but make no mistake, I am so grateful. One of the simplest things to do is to look at a powerful word, and the word is thanks. So, as I look at the word thanks, TH, the first two letters, we're going to look at that. It means take and put it in your heart. So, you ever hear people nowadays using this term, I manifest my destiny? What are you doing? Oh, I'm manifesting my new body. I'm manifesting a new job. It's become almost a lot of the people who people who want to be trendsetters. They want to get likes on some social media page. You know, they want to, whatever it is, X or Facebook or Twitters or whatever those things are. I'm sure half of those I just mentioned are already belly up and gone, right? Whatever your social media stream is. And when you look at people, the first thing that you have to do is you have to take and be serious. Because a lot of people say, I want to manifest a better body. Okay. I have a whole bunch of people that I work with to lose weight. I lost 280 pounds, folks. I know what I'm talking about. I'm on prescription medications, up to 21 a day. You cannot give me an excuse that I don't legit have my physical self. But I know how to do what it takes to get that person to their goal. Now here's the kicker. They all want that summer body. Then they need to be manifesting it right now. Oh, I'm going to wait until after the holidays. You're that person. And I'm sorry to say that. But you're the person then that is always going to be waiting. Yeah, I'm going to invest. I got to get through this, paying off this car. And then I'll invest more into my retirement fund. That's until you buy the motorcycle and until you buy the jet ski. And all the things that you can afford? Sure. But you're not even putting into your investments because you're living for today frivolously. I'm not talking about those kind of people. I'm talking about people that really want to manifest a change in their life. They want to create. As the scripture says, I speak those things that are not so. They are not true. I am not healthy compared to, the average person. I am horrible health. So I can focus on that, or I can focus on I am healthy because I want to be even healthier. So I have to take that concept of healthier and put it in my heart. Take, and put that thing I want to manifest, that thing I want to create, the relationship, the weight loss, the health, the marriage relationship, or finding one, your business, whatever it is. You put that in there and you put it in your heart. And in Proverbs 23:7, which is tattooed on my wrist, right here, it's upside down, but it says, because it goes from right to left, it says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So that means when you think of it day and night, it will consume you. It doesn't just manifest itself. That's a bunch of BS. So how does it manifest then? Because we've taken it in our heart. You're like, listen, Bishop, I've taken a lot of my heart, and I'm wanting a girl. I'm wanting that man. I'm wanting that relationship. I'm wanting that job. But nothing's manifesting. Well, that's because you got to look at the next letter in the word thanks. The letter A stands for action. This is where everyone falters usually. The majority of them right here, Tank. I took action. What'd you do? Well, put myself on a couple dating sites. Which, by the way, I've never been on a dating site. I'm not picking on anyone that does, by the way. I'm just saying, I've not been on a dating site. When I went to meet girls, I found the women I wanted to be around were of the same like mind. So as a spiritual person, I went to a spiritual center and like-minded people. And then you find someone you like. But if you're never going to go out, and you're never going to attend, and you're never going to be around people, why are you saying you want to get married or want to get into a relationship? Because you're not really putting yourself out there. You got to take action. Well, I did it. I went to 2 events. This doesn't happen 10 times, 50 times, 100 times. It's consistency. Over and over and over and over. And if you do this 9 out of 10 times in life, after you have done this for years, not months, not weeks, but years, everything seems to flow to you. Now, if someone would have told me when I was 20, which, by the way, someone did, but I'm pretending like they didn't. If someone would have told me when I was 20 that I would have to spend the next 20 years of my life working really hard to manifest to a place, mindset, spirit, physics, all of it. My physical aspect, my mindset, my brain, and my spiritual aspect. If you take the mind, body, and soul, and I would spend 20 years, and then you'd be able to manifest almost anything you want when you wanted it. But it's going to be hell on earth for 20 years. Man, I wouldn't have. I don't know if I'd have wanted to jump into that. Had I been a normal person and not raised by the 3 fathers that raised me. Of course, I jumped right on it. And people always ask, man, you just the luckiest? I am not lucky. Listen, I'm part Irish. There is nothing lucky about us. That's a bunch of lies. There is gold at the end of the rainbow? Yeah, guarded by a little angry leprechaun who's going to kill you and chop you up. Listen to me. There's nothing about luck. Luck is simply this. 99% preparation. Did you prepare? Because if you did, you're a lucky person. And you're going to always be lucky. That's what preparation is. So you're taking action. You're taking steps towards it. And so now, when you look and you see the word thanks, it's taken a different light. Because we're taking something we really want and we're putting it into our heart. We're taking it and putting it in our heart where we're meditating on it. Proverbs 23:7, as a man, woman thinketh in their heart, so are they. So you need to put it in there. I want to, for me, I need health. I need better health. So I'm doing 2-a-day workouts. At 49 years of age, my entire shoulder is so separated in a muscle that I can't even barely use my arm to steer the car. It hurts so much. But do I once say, oh, I can't put up the lights this year? No. I've been out the last few nights with my elf number 1, and we are putting out the lights. And it hurts, and it's sore, and I'm not damaging it further, but I could not be in any pain if I just sat back and used the excuse. But I'm going to take action to manifest what I want. Without the action, there is no woo. It doesn't happen that way, folks. God's not going to have you just win the lotto. God doesn't have anything to do with that. He's not a puppet master. If you win the lotto, that's luck. It's random numbers. But who's the person that can always get the job and always make six figures and always survive and always has a great house and always has... Everything seems not... They're not perfect. They have mistakes and all that stuff. But who's always, the person you want to be around? Bad. They got all that. But guess what? That's because they prepare. Preparation. Taking that thought, putting it in their heart, meditating on it day and night. And then you got to have that plan and you take the action. So far, we're looking at taking it into our heart and taking action. The N stands for never stopping. Never, 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 listen to me. Never stop fighting. I'm alive. I'm talking to you right now. I'm sitting on a boat in a marina. And I should be in the ground. Forget about all the attacks on my life. Forget about all the violence I've survived. None of that. Just my health. I am past my death dates, not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times. And I got this big, huge beast knocking on my door, and his name's the Grim Reaper, and he's coming daily going bang, bang. And I go through such pains in my heart. And I know what's coming. I know the steps. I've gone through 7 heart surgeries. I know the clogged artery. I understand, and I already know the percentages, and I know how long it takes for an artery to... And you say, but aren't you healthy? No, I'm living healthy now. But my body is a bad body. I got bad genes. And then on top of that, I lived a bad life. And that's the price I'm paying for. All that fun. Those fun stories that everyone loves to hear that I tell, yeah, they were awesome. They were. They're not so funny when you look at what the end result is. So I can't stop. The second you stop, you're dead. If you could take and get this concept, I promise you, this one concept will guarantee you this. You'll never have to worry about you and your family living in a car. And if you get into a car, you'd be out of it within like a month. So listen to this. A shark never rests. There are actually scientists that are doing experiments to find, because there's a lot of things that are dealing with gene therapy, and they're trying to find, how can we get the gene of the shark? I mean, they have to sleep. They're an animal, just like you and I. They got organs, they got lungs, they got all that stuff that we got. They got eyes, they got brains, they got all these things but they got to sleep sometime. But they never, because if they stop physically, they'll sink and die. And when I was told that by a very famous politician who worked for 2 different presidents, my father and him were having this lesson they were teaching me. While they were doing a meeting, they decided to do it at a museum for the ocean. I'm blanking on the name of what that is right now. The aqua something. And in there was a huge shark tank. And after their meeting, they took me over to the shark tank. And here's one of the world's most brilliant minds. Nixon was the president that opened up China, but this man played a massive role in that. And he explained the shark to me, and he says, be a shark. Being a shark does not mean being violent. That's not what he was talking about. Be a shark means never be at rest, so you're never dying. You can do that. I still get my 8 hours sleep. There's times when I only need 6. The healthier you are, the less you need. The more hours you need of sleep, the more you are in bad shape. And so the shark concept's got to take and come in, because the shark never stops. And that's the whole point that they were trying to teach me. Never stop fighting. You know, when you get cancer, it comes back. It always does, it seems. I've not battled it once, twice, but 3 times. My family's battled it multiple times. My dad battled it the same spots I have. My adopted mom battled it and lost. Fought for, she never stopped, never stopped, never stopped, never stopped. And then one day I remember the call. She said, I'm done fighting. I made plans to go see her just because I was literally working there. I changed I closed an office down. It cost me 7 figures, over $1 million. And I shut it all down. And I went and said, I'm going to New England. I'm going to work there. I'll fly home once a month to see my family. And I'll be every weekend with you, Mom. To my Mama Kelly. And I did. And I was there. I was there from the first treatment with my adopted mom and dad. And so I was going to just go home to see my family for that week. And she died because she gave up. Now, listen, she was done. There's a point. I have sat with my wife and I have said, I'm in so much pain. People don't know the pain I have to go through to just walk. I've broken half the bones in my body, the arthritis, the pain from that, the broken hip, all these things just pile up, and it's easier to sit on a couch, medicate yourself, and say, I'm good. But I can't do that because I won't stop. I won't stop fighting for those that can't fight for themselves. I won't stop fighting for Jonathan's Refuge, for the men and the women that we're changing their lives. 2 people this year didn't commit suicide because of this organization, and all of you out there have a part to play with that. Those that send their donations, one of my men at the Refuge, he makes a little donation every single paycheck to our organization, and it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $5,000. It's a donation of his heart, and he's being thankful. So we've got to take it into your heart. You got to take that plan and make action. You got to never stop. You just keep going, keep going. You might have to change that plan and then take more action, okay? And then the K is kindness. Be kind. This is a magical word. We have to be kind if we want to recognize the full potential of what we have been given from the Creator. God has given me a talent. And someone said, you need to be kinder. I am very kind. But it doesn't mean you got to change who you are. Listen, I'm not here to pastor and oversee a bunch of little babies. The people that come to me want real change, and they don't want to wait 5 or 10 years to get it. And they know that I can punch it through. They know that I can get them in there. I can get them through what they got to do. And it might be a little rough, and I'm a little rough on some of the edges purposely. Because too many pansies, people that just, and so they think being kind is a bad thing. They think kindness is a pansy. I'll tell you what a pansy is. It's that guy down the street that bullies people. Wow, that's the pansy. The one that says kindness, take that fool for everything you can get in your sales presentation. That's the pansy. Get that last item before that lady gets it off the shelf, son. That's a pansy. I don't care that a wedding ring's on their finger. I'm going to go have sex with them. That's a pansy. Kindness? Oh. I married a woman, the first lady of TCI. Cynthia. We all call her CC. A lot of you guys call her C-Mommy, C-Mom. She's probably one of the kindest people. Don't tell her I said this. And even though she's one of the kindest, she can be sometimes a hardcore gangster. Shh. But she's one of the kindest people I know. She's full of love. Like anybody, you push her too far, she'll snap at you. But she's a kind person. She lives to hear people tell her about those little moments where they were blessed by something so simple like a sunset. And if she has any way to help someone find that happiness, that's what she lives for. That's why me and her are so compatible. She needs that brute. She needs that guy who can push the ball down the court. Sometimes people don't want it, so you have to be a little rough and tough with them to get them down there. And then there's this sweet, kind lady helping, saying, I know it's tough right now, but it's okay. We're going to be at the end of the cord will survive. But she taught me that kindness is one of the big... I already knew it was the key, but she taught me actually more about kindness than anyone else. I knew that kindness was a key, so I worked at it, but I wasn't good at it. I'm getting better. I love giving gifts. That's one of my kind acts. I find out what people need, not want, what they need, and I try to get it to them. Kindness. And last, it's real simple. S. Simple. As I close, this is not complicated, folks. This is actually the simplest thing in the world. The meaner and nastier you are, your life's going to suck. It's that simple. And I wish you the best of luck at it. But the truth is, I don't, because there is no such thing as luck in that respect. And you're going to get exactly what you're preparing for. By being an you-know-what hole, you are literally choosing all the pain and suffering that's coming, so you deserve what you get. I know that's tough. People, well, you shouldn't say that. Yeah, people need to hear that. What you do, what I did, I'm paying for. I don't want you ever to call me and say, oh, Bishop, I'm so sorry you're in so much pain. Don't ever do that. I earned this. I earned it. Not the genetic part. That's from my family. I got that passed down. But the other stuff I did. The drinking, the drugs, the overeating, all the junk food. Eating all the crap, the yellow dye. Eating all the burritos and Taco Bell and McDonald's. Horrible crap. Don't feel sorry for me for that. Not at all. I share it to hopefully make you go, oh, I gotta wake up. It's really simple. Be grateful and be thankful, because I am so thankful for this house that we're about to get. I don't know when. We're searching, so I'm being thankful for it in advance. I'm putting it in my heart. I'm speaking it into existence, and I'm taking action. I'm driving around looking for houses. I'm talking to my realtor. They're looking for houses. We're talking to other people who are bringing houses to us. So it's all actions being taken. And we're not stopping, and we're going, and you find one, and that didn't work out. Okay, we keep going, and we're working at it, and we're staying positive, and along the way, we're not stopping, we're being kind on the way, and we're helping people on the way. And it's that simple. And if you can process this simple tool I just gave you, you will never be homeless. You will never be in the worst shape. You will be a person that can manifest and create their own future. And your destiny is up to you. God is behind you, but it's up to you to get your butt out there and manifest everything that God says is yours, which is the world. I love you guys. God bless you. As we're in this holidays, let's think about being thankful and what thanks mean. I love you all so much. Go watch the shows that are called A Christmas Carol. It's the Scrooge story. And I watch them all year and at Christmas time, and I watch every one of them, from the very beginning ones to the modern ones. And it's a real pleasure to look at it and see parts of our lives that we can change throughout the year to manifest that kindness and that thankfulness throughout our year. So Merry Christmas. God bless you all. And we'll see you next week right here.